And a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king, Suki
Hey, been
up
up
and
and
down,
down and
over and out.
thank you. I forgot the line. And I'm
And I
back
know one
again.
thing. Each time I find myself, I'm just sharing a sub, Suk. Ladies and
Back.
gentlemen, I know I wrote in the post that Suki had the night off. She's on assignment. She's working on big things. We figured we'd start the show with her just to get us going. She's going to leave in a second. So say hello, Suk. Listen, you got big network shows you're working on.
I'm working
I
on a
got to
big network show for TLC and it's all kicking off. We're doing some kind of just like getting the bugs out, like, doing the show, testing the show, figuring out, director cues, producer cues. You know how that goes. The big show business, Scotty, big show business, big
yeah.
project, so
Director cues, producer cues, kind of like we have on this show.
kind of just like how you work it, but just on a totally different
I'm
level.
queuing myself, Suk. I'm rolling in video. I'm queuing everybody. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, and people are waiting for me. I don't know if you can see that. Oh well, yeah, they're waiting for me. The
Where's
garage
your
door is
mask?
open. My
Where's your
mask is
mask,
here,
you filthy animal? Where's your mask?
right here. It's not going
Nice.
anywhere. It's hanging.
I
We don't go
listen,
anywhere without our mask and our gloves, Scotty. You know how that goes.
Suk. How do you feel about the great Philip Paz filling
You
in
know
for
what?
you
I
tonight?
want I want to thank Phil for stepping in tonight. I know the ladies love him, and I know our
Oh,
viewers have been waiting.
oh,
So I want to thank Phil for stepping in and being a co-anchor of this show and really kind of directing this show in a new direction. And I want to thank his fans for being so kind and generous to us always. Scotty and I always really do appreciate you so much. And I'm sorry I can't be there. I got a big network show. I Can I plug the show again?
go ahead, plug away.
I'm going to be the host of a new dating show, ladies. It's called, and men, and everybody. It's a virtual dating show in the time of COVID. And
Say it, baby.
I know things are kind of difficult with the isolation. So it's a way we're connecting people who love 6 feet apart, like everybody's virtually hanging out, making connections. And really, it's the connection of love that's the most important. Things might get us down. We might feel isolated, but you know what? Love can always bring us back together. And that's the purpose of this show, bringing people together with a chance and a possibility at making the connection forever. So it's called Find Love Live. It's on TLC. It's at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday night, Mother's Day. So make sure you're there. I'm the host. Say hi to me, Suki.
And Suk, just for the record, that's how I've been loving my wife, from 6 feet apart, baby.
6
You know
feet
what I'm
apart.
saying? 6 feet apart.
You're
You
making
know
me
why?
laugh.
Because I can, Suki, because I can.
I know.
Take
Well,
that
anyway,
with you, what
let
you
me go.
will.
I'm already
All
like
right, we love you,
pizza.
babe.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Has Phil teed up already?
Bill's not teed up, but you know what? It's Nurse Appreciation Day, Suk, and I
Yes,
have
right.
got
Absolutely.
one of the best nurses standing by because we're about to appreciate her because I was told
I
to
love it.
by hashtag appreciation for the nurses.
Nurse Appreciation Day, first responder appreciation, everything. We love them all. This is about them. And us, we're just the entertainment, Scotty. You're just a beautiful face. You have the PF factor.
I can only do so much, Suki, with what I got.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Love you.
Bye, babe. Have fun.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I see you folks. Everybody writing, where's Phil? Where's Phil? He's going to be coming up in just a little bit. He's my co-host tonight. But first, I want to bring in a very good friend of mine. There she is, my friends. Danielle Rodriguez. You see the RN next to the name. She's a registered nurse. Hey, Dan, what's happening, baby?
Hi, Scott.
So listen, it's May 6th is today. It's National Nurses Day and it's National Nurses Week, actually. And I believe that goes through May 12th because you know why? Because May 12th was Florence Nightingale's birthday. You didn't even think I knew that,
right.
did you?
Wow, very good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before Phil joins us, and we got Jim Meskimen coming on, an unbelievable impressionist. And Tom Vincent's going to join us. He's an amazing singer. I wanted to bring Danielle on. She's a staff nurse, Hackensack University Medical Center in Teaneck, New Jersey. And listen,
Hack and sack.
basically,
Hack and sack.
what I say, T-neck?
Yeah. That's the
Sack
other.
and sack, T-neck, same thing. What's the difference?
Listen, we're all in this together at this point.
We're all in it together. And listen, our healthcare workers, our first responders, they're the brave heroes of this pandemic. You guys have selflessly stepped up. You're taking care of the patients on the front lines. You put yourselves at risk. You guys are basically, you're in the middle of a war zone, Dan. And, all this week, people are going to show their appreciation for you guys. And we're going to talk about how you could do that in a second. But I know it was crazy at first. What's it been like at the hospital now? Is it still just as the madness still happening, or has it calmed down a little bit?
It's still very busy. The numbers are still high. They're better than they were. I said that to a colleague of mine. I would say maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, and we were all scratching our heads. And, here we were in the height. And again, you don't see numbers, you don't see news. You're just there doing your job, taking care of patients. And we all were kind of scratching our heads saying, oh my gosh, is it slowing down? Or are we just perhaps getting used to the madness where it doesn't seem like so ramped up like it did in week 1 and week 2?
Mm-hmm.
But things are definitely getting better. The numbers are, slowing down, dropping down. And we know that social distancing is working. Masks, gloves, hand washing, sanitizing. It's all heading in the right direction. Thank goodness.
When it was at the height of this thing, how long were your shifts and the overcrowding we were hearing about? I mean, is this all? I know, we've seen nurses, we've seen healthcare workers who have been, basically you see them on the news and you see them online sitting in their cars, basically talking just to vent to people online, and they're crying and telling you how crazy it is. What were your shifts like, back at the height of this thing?
Well, it was very long. A shift, it almost didn't matter. You were there, you were entrenched, whether you were there for 8 hours, 10 hours, 7, 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter. You just worked until you did what you could do, and the next shift was coming in. Days ran into nights, and nights ran into weeks. And again, in true nursing healthcare fashion, you just kept doing what you had to do till the next guy showed up.
Yeah. And listen, we got a ton of folks on here who were just, and I'm trying to put them up on the screen for you. Everybody just, God bless the nurses. What I think now, even when this thing, hopefully when this thing kind of, gets to a level where it's more normalcy for us, we're going to look at healthcare workers and nurses and doctors in a whole new light after this. I mean, you guys really are, I said this to my wife the other day. We were driving around. It was a nice day in the suburbs. And I'm like, we're cruising around. We got the top down, the sun's down, and things are going on at these hospitals like a war zone that we can't even fathom what you guys are dealing with. We're just like cruising around waiting for this thing to end. As we watch it on TV, it's like a TV show, and you're living this thing every day.
Right. No, it's like nothing healthcare has ever seen. It's, I've been a nurse for 32 years. I've seen some stuff, probably much more than I wanted to see over the years, but this has really been like nothing we've seen. And, as far as healthcare workers and what my shift was like for me in my role, we were doing everything from, whether you're hauling laundry, moving out garbage, taking care of patients, running around trying to get supplies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's everybody. It was the housekeepers, the people mopping the floors,
everybody,
right on up to the top surgeon, cafeteria workers, people bringing linen, people bringing us clean scrubs so that we would have clean scrubs to wear. There's so many people involved that, this well-oiled machine would not work without every single one of them.
Well, listen, I just, we love you. We love you for what you're doing. I mean, we loved you before this, but we love you even more now. And it, the way people can go about
love. Everybody needs love.
Listen, I know you guys need love, and the way people can really, show their appreciation for nurses, right? And doctors and the healthcare workers, right? You got to still keep the social distance, maybe send a card, some flowers, donate face masks. If you know a healthcare worker, maybe let them vent to you, give them a call, check in on them. But other than
The
that,
best
listen,
thing you can do. That's the best thing you can do. Like I said, stay home, stay distanced. Don't take any unnecessary risks or
yeah,
chances with your health, your loved one's health, or God forbid, any immunocompromised person that you may pass this to.
yeah.
Continue with masks, your gloves, your hand washing, and we'll all get through this together. Everybody has a part.
Dan, we love you, babe. Thanks for coming on, and keep up the good work, and hopefully this thing goes away sooner rather than later, right?
Have to all do the right thing so we don't have a resurgence. That would be the best
Danielle
thing.
Rodriguez, my friends, we love her. Mwah.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe. Wear your mask, for God's sakes.
I'm home, but anytime I leave my door, I do.
All right, babe. Stay well. We love you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Danielle Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, I see your wishes. I see what's happening here. He's here. He's here. Phil's here, my friends. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to sing. I'm not even going to bring him on. Maybe I just sing, and then I'm going to Jim after that because my man is the best impressionist I've ever seen. Maybe I just sing a little Sinatra for you right now. Should I? Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, that I bit off, Phil, more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, come on, man, that's good, no?
I did it my way.
Oh, regrets, I've had a few.
Too few to mention. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Love Sinatra. Love Sinatra.
Ah, the main man, Phil Paz is here, ladies and gentlemen. You've been bothering me for this guy for 2 weeks now, and I finally brought him to you. Not only is he here, he's co-hosting the show for the next hour, my friends.
You know,
how you feeling, Phil? You look good. You look like a co-host right now.
Well, I'm trying to be. You know, you send me that text saying that Suki was going to be unavailable. Asked me if I wanted to co-host, and I thought, you know what? I wanted to be Scott's Ed McMahon, or you know, that's kind of a throwback.
No, you know Ed McMahon here, man. You get equal billing, my friend. The floor is always yours. You're gonna interview. I was telling you about Jim coming up, Meskimen, and I sent you his stuff. I mean, this guy, I've seen a lot of impressionists in my day, and he's done some great stuff. We got Jim coming up in about 5, 6, 7 minutes. But listen, Phil, I figured we'd start this off. I wanted to do the National Nurses Day and the Healthcare Workers Appreciation. Our good friend Danielle is out there on the front line. So, big shout out to those guys. And I know you know all about that front line stuff.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was a cop for 29 years. I retired a month ago. But I have 2 sisters and a sister-in-law who are all nurses. They work in the nursing field. And all the props in the world go out to the nurses, the healthcare professionals, the doctors, the ambulance drivers, all of those people who are putting their lives on the line just trying to contain this COVID stuff. To them. I pray for them every day.
It's insane, man. I really, we got to get back to normal one of these days. I'm getting tired of eating everything in the pantry, for God's sakes. And that's my front line, Phil. That's what I'm dealing with. Well, listen, I got you on. We got a couple of guests coming on, but I figured before we start, I bring you up full screen. These women have been, Phil, they're busting at the seams to hear from you. So I'm going to bring you up full screen. I'm going to get out of the way. You hit us with your first song, all right?
Sure.
There we go. Go ahead, my friend. It's all yours.
Let's start off with a little Chuck Berry. How about that one? That's a good old timing one. Well, deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood an old cabin made of earth and wood. There lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good. He never learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell. Go, I said, go, Johnny, go. I said, go. Hey, go, Johnny, go. I said, go, baby. Go, Johnny, go. I said, go. I said, go, Johnny, go. Go, well, Johnny be good.
Ah, there he is. Are you ladies satisfied yet? What more can I do for you? What can I do? Phil, you know what I love when we put out promos that you're coming on, and immediately the women respond, and I say, coming up tonight, right here on Facebook Live, and the first thing they write is, where do I find them? Where do I find it? What channel? I don't have cable. I'm like, it's right here. It's all right here on this page.
Yes, yeah. I don't know. I guess people. I just like to sing and entertain. Fortunately, people like it. I kind of look in the mirror and I see a cross between Mickey Rooney and maybe Kojak from back in the day. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad everybody likes it.
That's great. And listen, I think you were in the studio last weekend, weren't you? Last Friday?
I was, and I'm not going to put too much out there just yet, but I worked on my first song. It's going to be on iTunes here pretty quick, and you guys, Suki, Scott and Suki will be some of the first to know, and I'll let everybody know when it happens. When the song.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to that. All right, well, listen, you're going to do a little more singing. I have another fantastic singer coming up in just a little bit, in Tom Vincent. But first, I want to get to a guy who I've been bugging to come on this show for like 2 weeks now because I saw him online. I'm going to bring him in right now. Look at this handsome devil. Come on in here, Jim. You with me? Ah, there he is. Look at him. Jim, can you hear us okay?
Oh, I got to do something about that framing. There we go. That's better.
Can you hear everybody?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Nice to meet you.
Yep.
Phil, you can hear him?
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful.
Hear everybody.
Usually the third person comes on and someone can't hear him.
We can hear each other.
But it's all good, baby. We can hear you good. So, Jim, listen, I was watching you online. I was just, perusing social media. I was on Facebook.
How dare you?
A lot of listen. If you get all you got to do is get me off the Pornhub once in a while, and I'll find other talent. So I saw you did this video in a kitchen where you were doing a washing your hands video, and you kept popping in as different people, different celebrities. But the thing is, there was this program that was like giving you their faces too, which was just unbelievable. Because I'm watching you, and I'm thinking, man, he looks like you did Robin Williams and a couple other people, and I'm watching, and I'm like, you know what? He takes the shape of these people when he does it, but it almost seemed like a program to put their face on you a little bit, no?
Oh yes, you're absolutely right. No, it's a digital program. It's not a program actually. It's a whole process. I don't do it. There's a guy named Shamuk in England.
Yeah,
his real name is Sam, and he's in Manchester. And he and I have done several videos together. And he's a master of visual effects. And he uses the software that's available right now to actually put celebrity faces onto my face. Now I'm still selling it physically as much as I can, but the hair is mine, and the body is mine, but the face, it's amazing. It changes.
It was.
All right, I'll tell you what. Phil and we're gonna have a little contest here. You give us one. We're gonna tell you who it is.
Oh, you want me to perform one, and then you're gonna guess who it is?
You do an impression. We'll try and guess who you got going.
Well, all right, I'll start with one of my favorites. This is a fella you've seen in a lot of Westerns, and you've even seen him in some Marvel movies, too. He's pretty...
Tommy, forget his last name.
Who is it, Phil?
Tommy Lee.
Close enough. Yeah. Close enough.
Tommy
Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, go ahead. Give us
we
another
in agreement? Okay. Here's another one. Let's see. So this is the sort of actor that your wife is probably more aware of than you are. But he won the Oscar not too long ago for The King's Speech. And I wound up doing his voice rather a lot for promos for 1917 and other things like that.
Is that Anthony Hopkins?
No.
Oh, no, not Anthony Hopkins.
Patrick Stewart.
Not Patrick Stewart.
Keep saying English guys' names. Maybe we'll get
the King's Speech, wasn't that
Colin Firth? That's right, Colin Firth. It was very good guess.
Oh yeah, Colin Firth.
You guys are wizards at this. Wizards.
Yeah.
I'm horrible.
All right.
That's
Well,
the problem.
Let's
never
do
saw
this in
King
a different way, because I playing the guessing game is only works so far, because you know different celebrities perhaps than I do, and the ones that I specialize in may not be your favorites. So there are other ways to approach this to make
Go ahead, my
more
friend.
intelligent. By the way, I think your co-host there looks a lot like Jonathan Banks of Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I could see that.
Trying for that look.
You just have to look. You just have to look like you've been up all night, and that the last thing you want to do is get out of bed.
I love Jonathan Banks. He's awesome.
I'm a wannabe actor. I was a cop for 29 years. I retired 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
29 years, and now I'm a wannabe actor, and I'm actually growing this out for some headshots to look for this look. And so when I heard you were coming on, because I've watched you for hours, because I'm also trying to do some stand-up stuff and trying to get some opinions down, and I have watched you for hours and hours. So when Scott said that you were going to be on tonight, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
awesome.
See that? Little bonus.
I've been staking out my YouTube channel, officer.
I have. A lot of those views are mine, trust me.
Well, I'm grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. Well, hey, I had a little story. I don't know if you'd like to hear this story, but now, Scott, I don't know if you got this list I sent you. I emailed you a list of celebrity voices. If you look it up, you might find it. And
I don't know. I think I missed that one.
That we can use in a later thing, but I thought I might read. I do Robin Williams' voice quite often for different things. I've worked for Disney for a number of years doing the Blue Genie, even before Robin passed, and so I thought it might be nice to read a little fairy story for the quarantine.
I love it. I love it, man. Go ahead.
Like it. This is called Goldilocks and the Quarantine Bears. Once upon a time, a little girl named Goldilocks wandered into the forest, practicing social distancing. In defiance of local ordinances, and despite the fact that she wasn't in a store, she was not wearing a surgical mask or any other sanitary single-use face covering. Goldilocks walked along the path and soon came across a cottage with an unlocked front door and wandered inside, seeking toilet paper. This was a dangerous and foolhardy thing for her to do. She didn't realize it was the residence of 3 large bears, a mama, a papa bear, and a baby bear. But that wasn't the dangerous part. She came first to the kitchen table, where she spotted 3 bowls of porridge, 1 large, 1 medium, 1 small. Without any sort of protective latex surgical gloves, she picked up a spoon and tasted each one of them. The large bowl was too hot. The medium bowl of porridge too cold. But the small bowl was just right. Did she wash the spoon afterwards, and also her hands, for the length of time it takes to sing 100 bottles of beer on the wall? No, she did not. She went into the living room and saw there were 3 chairs placed dangerously close to one another. The first chair was the Papa Bear's chair. It was too large and too hard. The second was the Mama Bear's chair, and it was too soft. The third was the Baby Bear's chair, and it was, quote, just right. By this time, the Bear family was on their way back from the 99-cent store, where they had waited in line for toilet paper for 3 hours. They noticed the open door of their house and instantly grew suspicious. The Papa Bear pulled out his cell phone and called Animal Services for support. Animal Services patched into the SWAT dispatcher, and they sent out 3 teams of sharpshooters in black vans. The first SWAT team van was very small. The second was medium. But the third was a very large van indeed, holding about a dozen SWAT commandos armed to the teeth. They, of course, wore protective covering over 98% of their bodies. The SWAT team made short work of Goldilocks, and the 3 bears lived happily ever after. The moral? Never leave your house for any reason.
I love that. Yeah, it's funny. You actually look like Robin Williams as you're doing his voice. It's amazing.
Well, yeah, it's I mean, genetically we're very we're Scotch-Irish descent, and I think he's got a little Russian in him. But yeah, I like to create that character, and that's part of the acting part, is to sort of be like him and move like him a little bit, and think like him.
It's amazing. Jim, can you do a couple of the other voices that you did in that hand washing video that you did? Because what
I was going to suggest, Scott, did you find that list?
No, I don't see it. I didn't get it. Let me see
your email. So all right.
Let me see if I didn't see. Oh, here we go. You know what? I just got it.
Okay, great. So I got a list there, and I'm gonna read another poem, and if you want, with each stanza, you can call out a name to me, and I'll read it like that person, because we got Mother's Day coming up.
Yes, we do.
Which is one of my favorite holidays. You know, my mom is Marion Ross of Happy Days, who played Mrs. C.
Get out of here.
I'm sure your voluminous research has turned that little nugget up.
Get out of here. Is that true?
I'm not lying to you, Scott. Come on.
Oh my God, that's
I'm not
unbelievable.
lying
Happy
to you.
Days
For
is
Happy
my
Days.
favorite show.
One of my favorite shows.
My favorite show.
Wow. So your mother was Marion Ross?
Yes, she is, and she's still with us. And in fact, I saw her today. I see her every morning. I bring her. She lives not too far away, and I bring her a healthy kind of protein drink in the morning, and we visit and kibitz for a while.
That is unbelievable. I didn't know that. That's literally one of my favorite shows of all time as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I hear you.
Wow.
So anyway, Mother's Day is coming up, and I wrote a Mother's Day poem. You want to talk about Marion some more?
I am going to. So you want me? I'm going to throw out some of these names, and you're gonna hit us with them.
Yeah, I got all these. I got. It's a poem about mothers, and with each stanza, you can give me the next one. Okay. So, and I'll just signal to you for the next one if you don't know how long a stanza is. Who knows how long a stanza is anyway?
Yeah, I don't know how long a stanza is.
How long is a stanza? I don't know. It's about 8 inches, I think. All right. Give me one to start with, Scott.
Why don't you start off with George Clooney?
George Clooney. Okay, here we go. This is a Mother's Day poem by Jim Meskimen, whoever the hell he is. Why do we only one day set aside instead of scores of days to recognize? Next.
Robert De Niro.
That was the end of the stanza there.
Oh,
you got to be ready with it. You got to be ready with the next one. You got to feed me, baby. Feed me, all right?
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Go.
Let's do it. I'll read that one again. Robert De Niro, going into Robert De Niro. Why do we only one day set aside instead of scores of days to recognize
Those angels masquerading with aplomb in jeans, not garbed like goddesses, our moms.
Tom Brokaw.
This truly stellar yet neglected breed that lovingly attends to every need.
Harvey Keitel.
Caterwauling brat or husband dim, underappreciated seraphim.
Nick Offerman.
And though they're always grossly underpaid, if paid at all, their values often weighed
Ian McClellan.
as less than any good-for-nothing male. I think you'll grant this is beyond the pale.
Arnold.
For where would any of us mortals be if not, of course, for her maternity?
How about George W. Bush?
her patience and her selfless acts of help bestowed on every undeserving whelp.
I love it. How about Vincent Price, one of my favorites?
It's true, she has shortcomings, faults, and flaws. When she's vexed, quite often she withdraws.
Patrick Stewart.
Or substitutes for cares a savage scorn that makes one wish that one were never born.
Tobias Menzies.
But although she might squander charity, with no concern with how unfair she be.
John C. Reilly.
And love be briefly swapped out with neglect, she's still deserving of our deep respect.
Tommy Lee Jones.
She's helped us at our best and at our worst. What's more, she did it all quite unrehearsed.
Colin Firth.
She's patient with us, and we aren't nice. Her path is, frankly, paved with sacrifice.
Everybody's favorite, Bryan Cranston.
She looks ahead to distant consequences, advice, and her good counsel oft she lends us.
Sam Elliott.
Alerting us to hazards we don't see. She works more toward our benefit than we.
You could do a Chevy truck commercial. How about Antonio Banderas?
And when at last we portion some few hours to validate her vast maternal powers.
Woody Allen.
On some negotiated vacant day, when businesses have creditors to pay.
Ed Harris.
Place perhaps in her deserving palm some paltry token for a priceless mom.
Sean Connery.
With mumbled thanks, vague loyalties expressed. Don't be surprised when she cleans up the mess.
And finally, John Malkovich.
The debt is far too great to ever pay. We'll have to try again next Mother's Day.
Oh, I love it, man. That was great. Wow. That was great, man.
I hope everybody
Jim, how could
witnessed?
Phil,
Sorry,
that was good, right?
One at a time.
Oh, sorry.
You go, Phil.
I hope everybody realizes the comedy genius we just all witnessed.
Ah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Thanks, man.
Jim, where could people find you online?
Well, it's impossible. I don't exist online. I'm
Only here.
off the grid. Yeah, this is it. I'm here pretty much all the time. No, look for me. I'm on Facebook. I've got a YouTube channel, which Phil knows. I've got tons of stuff on there. It's just called Jim Meskimen, or if you looked up Jimpressions on YouTube, you'll find tons of stuff. Jimpressions on Instagram as well. I feed that pretty well. Mostly I'm putting a lot of content on YouTube these days. I've got daily videos at least, all different kinds of things.
Jim, that was amazing, buddy. Before you go, who was like the first impression that you had down pat?
Oh, well, I mean, had down pat. I don't know. When I was a little kid, I saw The Wizard of Oz, and Bert Lahr as the Cowardly Lion was such an attractive voice and character. So, if I were king of the forest, I was probably 5, so it sounded like, if I were king of the forest.
Yeah. I used to walk around going, put them up, put them up.
Put 'em up. Yeah, exactly.
Jim, you were great, my friend. Thank you so much for coming by.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Take
Nice
care.
talking.
Love you, pal. Hey, and tell your mother we thought she was the greatest mom as kids, greatest sitcom mother ever.
I will
Mrs.
tell
C.
her. I'll pass it
Thank you,
on.
my friend.
Happy Mother's Day.
You too, my friend. Enjoy. Wow. Phil, how good was that?
That is like I said, I hope people realize the comedy genius they just witnessed, because that is something you probably will never see again unless you go to check him out on Facebook or on
His
YouTube.
it seemed like his connection was a little fuzzy, but I mean, you could certainly hear every voice that he was putting out there was spot on, right?
Oh, it was excellent. Nice.
All right. Well, listen, a lot of folks, a lot of the women are, Phil, please give us another tune. We got Tom Vincent's coming up. He's another amazing singer. Listen, we're gonna check in with the Suki and Scott Weatherman out at the beach in just a little bit. But Phil, second song of the night for you. Which one you gonna do? What do you like?
I get a lot of requests for Elvis, so I'm gonna do a little Elvis for you. So here we go.
Go ahead, my friend.
Well, the bless of my soul, what's wrong with me? I met you like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting white as a bug. I'm in love.
Oh,
I'm all shook up. Ooh, yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think when you had such luck? I'm in love.
ow.
I'm all shook up. Yeah. I'm all shook up.
Oh man, Phil, they just love you, man. They love you. You know what? When you start to sing what happens is I just start to see hearts go across the screen. They throw up hearts. They love it. They love it. They love it. All right. Well, listen, I know you got one or two more songs in you later on.
Sure.
We've got plenty of time left, but listen, first, Tom Vincent, I know, is standing by. We're going to get to Tom in just a little bit. But first, ladies and gentlemen, because we have requests all day long for the Weatherman. So, ladies and gentlemen, Phil, I don't know if you've ever seen our Weatherman segment, but I take you now to the beach with our Weatherman.
It's Weatherman. That's me, David G. Living the quarantine dream right here on the banks of the Atlantic Ocean. Before we get into it, I've just been handed this breaking news special report. It's just been confirmed by the governor and the mayor's office. The Testicle Festival for this weekend in the Lower Village is canceled. I repeat, the Testicle Festival in the Lower Village for this weekend has been canceled. No date has been given yet as to when it will be rescheduled. Okay, let's get right into it. Today's weather map. As you can see, we had a strong barometric pressure with a strong Gulf Stream. The Northeast Oscillation Index is low, and the sea surface temperature was very high today. Also, as you can see, the dew point and the isopers were off the charts today. All right, Suki and Scott, I know how you both feel about illusions, so I have a couple of illusions for you of my own. Here goes. First, I need you, Scotty, to pick a number from 1 to 100. That's right, 1 to 100, think. Now tell the audience what number you picked.
Let's go 61.
Okay, you got it? Watch this. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I'm feeling it. Is this your number?
Yes.
61. That's right. All right, before I get to my last illusion, let's check out our 5-day forecast. As you can see, the weather's going to suck. And Scotty, does that temperature look familiar?
60.
We just picked it for every day of the week.
Wow.
Congratulations. All right, for my last illusion, I'm going to need a volunteer. Come on in here, Rachel. Big fan of the show. What I'm going to do next is make Rachel disappear right back to where she came from. Are you ready, Rachel? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. This is David G. The Suki and Scott Weatherman, living the quarantine dream. Saying, have a great night, everybody.
Phil, only the finest on this show, huh? We got the best weather guy in the country.
You do. I'm just really, really disappointed that the Testicle Festival has been canceled.
You know, that's a real thing. Did you ever see those signs online with the testicle festivals?
I haven't.
Oh my God! Yeah, those are real. Those are real. That was good. Yeah, listen, Al Roker's got nothing on our weather guy.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh my goodness! All right. Well, listen, I want to bring in our next guest, Tom Vincent, and I almost feel like I discovered this guy, Phil. I was flipping around. I came across a live feed and I saw this handsome fella right here. Look, he's much better looking and younger than you and I, obviously. Tommy, how you doing, pal?
How you doing, Scott? How are you, Phil? Thanks for having me.
Phil, you can hear him okay?
Yeah, I can hear him just fine. I got to tell you, I'm checking out some of your Facebook videos or YouTube videos today, and I got to tell you, that House of the Rising Sun, your version of that, oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
Should I do that one?
Well, listen, listen, Tom, you could do whatever you want. Phil, when I came across him, he went into a little Pink Floyd action. Was it? What was it? Was it "Wish You Were Here"?
I could do "Wish You Were Here." Yeah.
Right. It was so you think you go ahead. Give me a little of that before you start, Tom.
I got you. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel ray? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade all your heroes for gold? Hot ashes from trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold contemplative. Did you escape? I walk on part of the wall, a lead role in a cage.
I love that, man. I love it.
How wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fear. I wish you were here.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, guys.
Tom, you know what? Do me a favor. Let's do that. Let's do that thing without the speaker. I think you'll sound cleaner.
Okay.
Without the amp. But and while you're doing that, who is Maria Vincent?
That's my mother.
Ah, I figured that. She's digging this performance so far.
Oh, good.
Jennifer Mellara, Tommy's super talented. Tommy, you sound awesome. Nice, man. Nice.
Everybody's watching. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, everybody's watching you right now.
On there. That's awesome.
Let's see. I think people looking for House of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun it is, sure.
Yeah.
Please.
You want me to do the whole song, right?
If you want, you go as long as we have nowhere to go, bud.
All right. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many young poor boys. And God, I know I'm one. Yeah, my mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. Yeah, my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a guarantees is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on world. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I did. To spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on that platform and the other foot on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New Orleans that they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Yeah, baby. Nice.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Phil, as a fellow crooner, how do you rate that?
Oh, like I said, I saw it earlier today, and it was awesome then. It's just as awesome now, and I would encourage everybody to go to his YouTube channel and check out some of his other songs, because they're all really, really, really good, and you really enjoy it.
Thank you, Phil. You're great.
Let's see. We got a lot of folks from all over. Thank you, Tom, for singing. Lockdown's brought out such a lot of talent. Keep singing.
Awesome.
People, Phil, everybody wants to know if you're married. They know you're married, Phil. Come on. But listen, for the right price, he could be unmarried, folks. So you just go through me. I'm taking money. I got Phil's number if you want it. It's going to cost you. Let's see. Oh my God, we got a lot of them, man. We got a lot of them. I love how your mom checked in. You know, reminds me of my mother. That's my boy. That's my boy out there. So listen, so Tom, tell people, because I found you were doing that live do live concert where, and again, here on this show, it doesn't really do the performers justice because of the streaming services and whatnot. But when you do your show, you're plugged directly into the Facebook lives. Tell people where they could find you and how often you do them, because you sound amazing on those things.
Thank you. Yeah, I do. I usually do a live stream every Saturday night at 7 o'clock on Facebook. You can find me at facebook.com/TomVincent369. My Instagram is the same thing, TomVincent369, and TomVincentMusic.com for my whole summer schedule. Whenever we get out of lockdown, that's where you can find. Like, I have more links to my YouTube channel are also up there on the website, so they can find everything there.
I love it, man. I love it. You do a great job. And is there one more you want to do? I wanted to give you enough time to get them all in.
Sure. I was going to do an original song. Is that all right? Or should I do something
Absolutely.
else? You guys have another request? I'll do whatever.
Phil, you got a request? Hold on. Let's see. Let me see. We got.
No, you sound awesome no matter what. I would love to hear an original song.
Hey, you want to do it? Go ahead. Do original, man. Let people hear what you got.
Cool. Yeah, this one's called Whiskey and Wine.
Go ahead, bud.
Drove beneath the city lights, rolling through rivers of gold. I'd count the headlights in the passenger seat as you drove. We scanned the stars on our backs as the fireflies glow. We parted ways and I found myself walking alone. It was a long time ago, it was a long, a long time ago, it was a long, a long time ago, maybe somewhere down the line. Someday our stars will align. For the time being, I'll be drinking my whiskey and wine. Walk through the forest with our lanterns held high in the night. Sit around the firelight, blowing smoke rings to the sky. Stroll past the graveyard and dressed up on Halloween night. Then flew through the years and I lost you somewhere down the line. Yeah, it was a long time ago, it was a long time ago, it was a long time ago. I've been drinking you off of my mind, and I snuffed out and buried the light. Though my heart is heavy, it will light with whiskey and wine. I carry you with me as I go down this long, lonely road. I still remember all the beauty that you have bestowed. I carry the weight of my heart as it turns into stone. 'Cause your heart was a place I would go when the cold winds would blow. Yeah. It was a long time ago, it was a long time ago, it was a long time ago, when we were just one speck of time. Now I wander the darkest of nights. All these memories burn, but I'll drown in whiskey and wine. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Well, maybe somewhere down the line, someday our stars will align. For the time being, I'll be drinking my whiskey and wine. I'll float through a dream, 'cause I drank too much whiskey and wine.
Oh, baby. How great was that?
Thank you. Awesome.
I'll tell you, Tom, I don't know if you saw the comments that were coming across the screen, but everybody's loving that song, man. Did you write that one yourself?
Yeah, I wrote that one myself. Yeah.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
I'm putting out an EP
Unbelievable.
soon. I'm still in the studio recording it, so it'll be on like all music channels like Spotify and Apple Music as soon as it gets released. Yeah.
Love it, man. Tell everybody again one more time where they can find you on Saturday nights.
Saturday nights, it's Facebook Live. It's Facebook.com/Tom Vincent 369. Facebook. Just look me up.
And they don't have to. They could friend you, and it just comes up, right? The feed just comes up.
Just
All
like
right,
this live
my man.
stream. Yeah.
That was excellent. Phil,
Thank you,
what do you
Scott.
give him? A little
Appreciate it.
thumbs up
Phil, thank
action?
Check him out, everybody. I promise you, you're gonna love it. Check out
Thank
That
Tom.
was good stuff. Tom, anytime you want to come back, my friend, you're always welcome.
Awesome, Scott. Thank you again, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Stay safe.
Good
Take
to
care,
see you.
guys.
Excellent
later.
job, my man. Phil, boy, you picked some night to come on.
Oh my gosh, I was supposed to sing after that.
Well, listen,
Man,
I'm going to give you. I'll give you a little pause in between. And I know, listen, ladies, he's coming on. He's coming on again. He sang 2 songs for you. Phil, tell folks where they could see you and all your music, because you put songs on, almost, a couple times a week, and they can come see you right on your page, right?
Yeah, come to my Facebook, my acting page. I mean, I do have my my actor demo reel pinned to the top of that, but you can go past that and see some of my singing videos.
I love
So,
it, man. I love it. Well, listen,
yeah.
because you're playing the part of Suki tonight, I'm gonna, you're gonna sing in a sec, but this is the part of the show where I normally show her some of the funny memes that I found today.
Okay.
Usually having to do with this situation we got going on.
Right.
So let me see if I can work the share screen again, because sometimes I screw this up. All right, so here we go. So here's my little folder. So let's see what we have here. We got this one. Get set for the return of parents as hairdressers. That's what our kids are going to look like pretty soon. Look at those haircuts, huh?
What if some of those people grew up and they're in your audience now?
Oh my goodness. My hair is going to look like that pretty soon. Let's see what we got here. I'm all for making the minimum age 15. Wage, Joe, the minimum wage. I love that one. I love that one. And let's see, we got this one. 5 days at home listening to your wife. This guy's ears are falling off.
My wife's not very far away, so I'm gonna act like I'm not laughing at that.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. All right, let me get rid of that. Hold on. I want to show you one more, which I thought was pretty funny. Oh yeah, okay. So this is kind of funny. I found this on Facebook. And I want you to watch. This woman is packing like a healthy lunch for her kids. The guy on the left is packing his lunch for his kids, and you got to watch him. So here you go. Let me work this again. See if I can pop it back up. Here you go. Watch this. Let me. Yeah. See, I here we go.
Today I'm adding some rice, and I covered pork and panko, and I fried it up. I'm slicing it and then adding it to the bento box. I'm going to add some katsu sauce on top. Katsu sauce is kind of like barbecue sauce, but sweeter and has a little bit of a pineapple flavor. I added some edamame,
Look at him.
and now I'm cutting the cucumbers into flower shapes. I'm making the lunch theme green, the St. Patrick's Day, so I'm using whatever I had on hand. That's green. I'm going to be making some guacamole. I added avocado, garlic, tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and a little bit of lime. And then I'm going to blend it up, add a little bit of garlic salt and pepper. I'm going to add the guacamole in and add some tortillas that I fried up for chips. And for the note, writing Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm so glad to be spending more time with you. I love you. I hope everyone is staying safe. Bye.
Oh man, that's funny, isn't it? The guy's like, well, he's putting in the Lunchables with the fake meats. He throws a Coke in.
Yeah, I made lunches like that for my kids.
Yeah, that's what I make my daughter for lunch. I throw in like a bagel with cream cheese, some chips, and a water. You're off and running. All right, so listen, my man, what do you feel like singing?
You like Luther Vandross?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love Luther Vandross. So I thought I'd do a little Always and Forever.
Oh, each moment with you. That one?
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't that originally by a group called Heat Wave?
Yeah, Heatwave did it back in the 70s. I'm not sure what year.
Oh, hold on.
All my life I've heard that white people can't dance.
Uh-oh. That was Dave Chappelle. Hey, white people can dance, all right, Dave? I love Dave Chappelle. He's a genius. But yeah, no, I remember Heat Wave from when I was a kid, but I didn't even know Luther did that, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it's beautiful. His version is beautiful. I can never sing as well as him, but you know, I love singing that song. It's a
what I'm going
beautiful
to do is I'm going to bring you up full. I'm going to mute my mic.
Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true, yeah. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. Oh, forever. I will always love you. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm coming back. I was taking that all in. Wow. Nice. That was a good one. Man, you really got him down.
Thanks. I love Luther. I love Luther Vandross.
That's a beautiful one. It's so funny. It's so many people writing on here. They want to meet your wife. They want to see who the lucky lady is that gets to live with you every day.
Hey, tell Mom to come here.
I think we're making that happen. We're making that happen right now.
She's very, very shy, so I don't know if she's going to do it or not. Hang on a second.
What's your wife's name?
Her name is Carla, but she said there's not a chance.
Yeah, no, you know what? You'll never see my wife on here either. They're not going to happen.
She's very shy.
All right, listen. It's after 8 o'clock here in the East. You want to do one more before we sign off?
Sure.
You got one more in you?
Yeah, and I did this one last time, but I get so many requests still for it. I'm gonna knock out a little Tennessee whiskey again because
you know what? It's so funny because there's so many up on here for Tennessee whiskey. People don't, they miss it. They don't hear it. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
I used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've ever known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom, and you brought me back from being too far gone. Now you're as smooth, oh, as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy, baby. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. I found the bottom of the bottle always dry. But when you poured out your heart, you know I didn't waste it, babe. baby. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Oh, you're as smooth, oh, as Tennessee whiskey. You're as warm as strawberry wine. Ah, Tennessee whiskey, Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Talk about smooth, man. Everybody, they're loving you, bud. They are just loving. You know what you forgot to do tonight before you came on, though?
What's that? You
forgot to share this live show on your page so all those fans could see you.
Darn it.
It's all right. Once we're done being live, the show stays up, and then you can share it, and everybody will see it.
Okay. I could have swore I did.
Great.
I tried to share it.
That was great, bud.
So anyway, yeah.
That was really good. They love you, man. Everybody loves you. Listen, I want to thank you for filling in for Suki tonight. I can't thank you enough. This was the last minute thing. And I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime. But you've got my number. Holler at me anytime. I'll text you.
Everything's good there. Everything's good there in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, no tornado weather today for a change. It's actually nice out. I got to do some yard work and got to hang out a little bit. And so, yeah, whenever my song hits iTunes, I'll let you know, and hopefully everybody can check it out and let me know what they think.
I'm looking forward to that. You missed Chaz Palminteri last night, was on the show.
Ah.
Yeah. Chaz is the man. We had him on, and he's just, God, we'll talk about an actor, man. That guy is incredible.
My gosh. Yeah. Excellent. I'm going to have to go back and watch the show from last night. Is it on the page? I think it is.
Yeah. It should be on it. And you know who does? I was thinking, who we had him on a couple of weeks ago from The Sopranos, the guy who played Johnny Sack, Vince Curatola.
Yes. Yeah.
He does online acting workshops.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in looking in, but if you look up his name, he's there. He's teaching the people online. They're doing scenes, and it's pretty cool.
I'm going to check it out because I'm my acting training is continuous. I'm constantly doing training for acting classes, webinars, and all kinds of different stuff. So yes.
All right. Great. Yeah. Great. Somebody wrote you did have it on your page. So beautiful. I wanted your fans on your page to be able to see you. And that's it, my man. Listen, unless you want to do one more before we leave, I'm good. Is there one more? Give me a little because I love all those Dion tunes, and give me a little Wanderer before we go. Let's sing out with the Wanderer.
Okay. Well, I'm the type of guy who likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. And when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine and drive around the world, 'cause I'm the wanderer. Yeah, the wanderer. I go around, yeah. Well, there's Mary on my left hand and there's Joe on my right. And Mary is the girl that I'll be with tonight.
It was Janie, but go ahead.
Which you one of the best. I tear open my shirt. I show her Rosie on my chest. They call me
I'm the Wanderer.
Yeah, the Wanderer.
Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go through life without a care, 'cause I'm as happy as a clown.
Oh, with my two-fist of iron, and I'm going nowhere. Wanderer, I love that song.
I love it, my man. I love it. Well, listen, soon as that iTunes comes out, come back on, sing it for us. We'll promote it. We'll play. We could actually play the iTunes song on here with a little music. Okay. It's going to be great.
That'd be awesome.
And just
Thank you so much for having me. Hope
love it, bud.
Gets back real quick. I hope she's having fun doing her thing for TLC. So
yeah, listen, Suki's going to be on. She's going to be on Sunday night, 11 o'clock. Finding Love Live on TLC.
Okay.
Just so happens I'm on the WWE Network 6 o'clock on Sunday night for a little Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I know you'll be glued to that one, Phil. You better be there. I'm gonna quiz you.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I will.
Thank you, my man. Listen, we'll you listen. You know our show is your show, so anytime you want to come back, my friend, we love you.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. Just want to tell everybody who's watching, thank you so much. I love you. I want to give everybody a hug. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
And tell your wife we all said Happy Mother's Day.
I will. Thanks.
All right, buddy. Take care, my man. I love you, pal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up. You got a lot of Phil tonight. What do you want? Get over here and say hello to everybody. Get in here. What is this? My daughter's handing me a drink that she thinks I'm going to drink with shaving cream. Is this shaving cream or whipped cream? Oh, it smells like shaving cream. That's disgusting. I'll put it on my nose. How's that? My daughter's got a slime factory down here, ladies. Now you got to get in here and say hello. Real quick. Get over here. Get over here. You're punished. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Got another great show for you. So I think Suki's back tomorrow night. Happy appreciation for the nurses. We love you guys. I won't say Happy Mother's Day because it's only Wednesday. I thought that it was Friday, but it's not. Thank you, everybody, for watching. The show's been doing amazing. It started out as just something Suki and I were doing just for the two of us. Turned into this crazy show with guests and entertainers. Jim was on. The Impressionist was amazing. Tom Vincent was amazing. And we love you guys for watching. Tell your friends, share the pages. And can you get this off my face now? Can you get this off? Get over here and say hello. Just say hello real quick. I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to turn the camera. Get over here. Folks, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. This has been